What's up guys, it's Chad here with G-Reviews coming to you from my kitchen once again today. If you remember this particular refrigerator from about a year or two ago, this is the same Frigidaire Gallery French door style refrigerator that I did the how to de-ice video on. I've had to do that process a couple more times. If you're here to try to figure out why you're having icing problems or how to do it, I'm going to leave a link to that video in the description below. But this video is a how to change all the filters in your fridge, and I'm actually to kind of go over if these filters actually aid in the fridge not freezing up. So stay tuned right after this. First thing is first, we have to obviously know when our refrigerator needs the filters changed. So I'm going to go over how to tell, how to reset the warning lights, and then I'm going to actually go over how to replace both the air and the water filters. And I'm going to kind of talk on if this air filter actually aids in getting moisture out of your refrigerator to help with the freezing problem. The first thing you're going to notice is anytime you go get water or ice, alright, these lights are going to come on. Top one obviously says water filter and it says replace, and then the second one down says air filter, and then it also says replace. Obviously your refrigerator will physically tell you that you need to replace the filters. Now when this light comes on, does that mean you have to go rush out and buy a filter? The answer is no. Alright, my particular fridge is automatically going to pop on at 6 months. It does not matter if I let this fridge sit, never ever use the water or the ice, it's going to pop on in 6 months. Now I have been told by many different people that their fridge goes off at 3 months. Some people say it goes off at 8 months. Different years, they program them in differently. Okay, my particular one is 6 months. Like I said, I could not run a drop of water through this and it'll still pop on in 6 months, say replace filter. Does that mean the filter's clogged? No. Okay, on my fridge, the water filter that is in here, this is the third filter the water goes through before it actually gets into my glass. Alright, I have a whole home filter under the house, and then I have another sediment filter after that, and then the water finally goes into the fridge, into this filter. So I know that this water coming out of here is clean regardless, even if this filter was not in my fridge. So, alright, let's go on to the menu. And to reset your water filter and your air filter, we're going to first go over here to options. I'm going to hit options. That's going to bring us into our main menu here. Alright, obviously you can see the water filter and the air filter have the bright red next to them. This says replace. So we're going to scroll down. Okay. Until we get to that. Alright, and then over here to the right, it says press and hold set to reset. Alright, water filter is back to good. Same thing on the air filter. Like I said, I'm replacing both. So I'm just going to go ahead and reset both of these. Alright, so got both of those back to good. I personally wait until I actually see a slowdown in the water flow coming out of here before I replace the filter. And if you go online and look at these filters, they're not the cheapest things in the world, so I physically wait. Now I'm going to do a little before and after to show you the actual difference in the water flow when the filter is getting kind of clogged. So I just got a measuring cup here. I'm going to do 1 cup, turn it to water. And as soon as I do that, I'm going to start my phone, and let's see what we got here, the clock, and I'm going to do the, let's see here, the old stopwatch app. Alright, so we're going to start right now. Alright, we're at half a cup. And stop. Alright. Got a little spill there because it's kind of an awkward angle that I'm at. But I got a full cup here, and it took it, I don't know if you can see this or not. It took 19, let's just say 20 seconds to fill up 1 cup of water. So after we do the filter change, we're going to see how much faster it actually gets. First thing we're going to do is do the air filter. Okay, this is the air filter for this particular fridge. Alright, that's what it's called. It actually has a dark gray or black filter, and I'm going to kind of go over what the importance of that is here shortly. So on your right door, not the door with the ice maker, the other side, okay, right underneath of, I call it the butter tray, that's because that's where I keep my butter. Alright, there's this little bitty door that says Pure Air Ultra Filtration System. Little bitty door that flaps up. See that? It just flaps up a little bit. You pull out the old filter. Alright, there's only one way that this filter can go in and out, and the filter has to be facing down. Alright? Important thing on this filter is that most people would expect just a standard paper, white paper filter to be inside the refrigerator. However, it is not the case. This actually has a paper charcoal filter. Okay? Now, the reason this is important, you won't be able to pick it up the audio in this. I can hear it with my ear, but I doubt the mic picks it up. But every time you open your refrigerator door and then close it, you hear a little motor rev up. Now what that's doing is that is actually forcing air through the filter back into the refrigerator. That's doing multiple things. It is actually obviously filtering the air that just came in. Alright, what that does is it gets rid of any potential mold spores or just cleans the air out in general. And also, due to the charcoal property on this filter, it's actually taking a little bit of the moisture out of the air that you just let in when you opened up the door. Okay? So, let's get the new one out and reinstall it. It's a super piece of cake. Here's the new one right here. Alright. Comes in a little plastic thing. Obviously, you got to get that out. Got my handy dandy Kershaw here. Hopefully I don't cut myself in a million pieces. Alright. Removing the plastic. Alright. The only thing you actually have to physically do with this is you have to pop out this little cover. Alright. Alright, when you have this filter in here, it's going to look just like the old one. It's really hard to tell which is clean and which is dirty. So make sure you don't put the dirty one back in there. And again, there is little arrows down here that says filter opening down. Okay, just slide it right into the same groove the old one came out of and close it. Alright, I'm going to do a close-up, show you exactly the installation. Pardon the mess in my refrigerator, but this is the little door I was telling you about right here. Alright, little door opens up. Alright, and again, this is the filter down here. It's actually kind of hard to grab with one hand, but you guys kind of get it. You just slide it on in there and close the door. On to the arguably more important part of the filter change, the actual water filter. This is the thing you actually are going to be able to visibly see performance out of your refrigerator. Okay, this is the actual filter that you need to purchase. I always purchase my filters off of Amazon. They are about half the price of if you go to like a Lowe's and purchase the filter. However, purchasing from Amazon, there are a lot of look-alike filters that will not fit. Alright, this is the exact one that you absolutely need to get. Alright, the Ultra WF, okay? The Frigidaire Pure Source water filter. Now, there's a lot of Chinese companies that make look-alike filters. I have purchased those in the past and they have worked. However, whenever I change the filters out, I do like to get the package deal, which if you order it off of Amazon, this does come in a package deal. It's a little bit cheaper. I change this every time it needs to be changed, and the air filter I change every other time. So I'll just reset it when I change the water filter, but I don't actually change the air filter. But this time, just for you guys, I'm doing both. Alright, I'm going to show you what this filter looks like. I'm going to put in the description, I'm going to put the links to Amazon that I used to purchase these filters so you guys don't get the wrong ones. Okay. Some distinguishing things about this filter that are correct. There is a locking mechanism, alright, on the little housing. This little slide tray right here is where it locks. I have purchased these that had everything correct up here, but it did not have this little rail. Without the rail, when you slide this in, there's a pin that goes in and locks so it doesn't shoot back out. Well, the first time I ordered one of these, it said Ultra WF, okay, but it didn't have the rail. So when I put it in, I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I shut the door and I was like, why is there a bunch of water leaking out of the bottom onto the floor? Well, it's because this little rail was not here and the filter pushed itself back out of the housing. Alright, let's go on to the filter change. Alright, I got this thing focused to where I hope you can see it pretty good. Okay, I'm going to remove the old filter and then I'm going to reinstall the new filter. Alright, all you have to do, alright, to get this out is you have to push it back and you'll hear a click and then you can pull it out. So, you hear that click? Alright, pull it straight out. Alright, don't know if you can see this very well or not. Alright, again, the Ultra WF. As you can see, one of these is full of what looks like iron. I do have iron water in this house. But again, we're going to get the new one put in. On your new filter, obviously you have these little caps. Again, very important. Remove these caps or it's not going to work correctly. You won't get any water flow. Okay? So, zoom back in. Alright, it's the same thing. If you see this little thing, there's a little keyhole right here. That's exactly where this little rail is going to go. Okay? So you just slide it in there, press and it passed, and then you hear it click. There you go. Locked in. This particular time around, it took me 8 of those large glasses to get all the air out of the line. Sometimes it takes less, sometimes it takes more. This particular time, like I said, it took me 8 glasses. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same test we did originally, and I'm going to see exactly how much quicker the new filter was than the older quote-unquote clogged filter. Alright, so let's go here. It's already set to water. I'm going to start it. Hopefully you can see this right here. Oh. And stop. Alright, I got a full 1 cup here, and I'm going to show you the results. You might have already seen them. Alright, here we go. Alright, 10.6 seconds. Alright, that's literally just about half. So pretty much the old clogged filter was flowing half the amount of water that the new filter I just replaced it was. So obviously keeping your filters replaced is going to keep at least the water flow coming out of here up to speed. Well, in conclusion, I have showed you guys how the symptoms it's telling you the filter needs to be changed. Then I reset them for you. Then I actually replaced the filters for you guys. So if you have any questions other than what I've showed, please leave them in the comments below. Please like and subscribe to the channel. We got a lot more content coming. If you guys need any particular questions answered about these refrigerators, I got a Frigidaire gallery and my brother has a Samsung. We both have had similar problems with both, so we have a lot of experience in that field. Alright guys, have a great weekend. Again, please like and subscribe to the channel, and hopefully you guys have luck with your fridges. Alright, bye.